Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to Chronicles of the Curvaceous. You know we fabulous and tenacious. We're dropping faith-based weight loss motivation. Hey y'all, it's Queen Fitness here, back again for yet another video. Um, Project Strong Core is still going strong, y'all. We still in this thing to win it. It is Workout Wednesday, and I am back for yet another early bird special. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and I am up this morning, geared up. I got a little motivation this morning. My energy level kind of ain't quite where it need to be yet, but preferably after going through this workout with you guys, I have a little bit more energy and I'll be ready to go make this money. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I gotta go make this money today, but I want to get on the camera this morning. I went to the archives for a little motivation this morning because y'all sometimes, like I tell y'all, even encouraging. And my little sister did that for me. Um, we were 3 years apart, and I promise you, all my life I could rely on her to just pour into me and just encourage my heart and just whatever mattered to me mattered to her, and it was like top priority to know how my day was and all of that stuff growing up. So now my new normal sucks, guys, for real. Not being able to just hear her voice, not being able to just hang out with her. I'm not finna go there because I ain't trying to cry this morning. I'm just trying to encourage your heart this morning. But I'm just telling you this morning, I needed the encouragement. I needed the motivation myself. So I went to the archives and I watched an obese people workout done by none other than Queen Fabulosity herself. Y'all, and if you do not, for those of y'all who know who my sister is and who just know what she did for you and encourage your heart and how she ministered to you and how she was just so transparent and so bold and so just her, you can do the same thing. You can go back to the archives and you can draw strength and you can get encouragement from her workouts, from her car vlogs, from her transparency, from her love, her genuine, just straightforward personality. All of the above, you could definitely go back to the archives and gain strength from that. And for those of you who have never experienced her, never had the opportunity to get to meet her or have a conversation with her, I promise you, if you go back into the archives, Chronicles of the Curvaceous has been around. It has been established since 2017, y'all. There are over 500 videos in the archives available to be seen. And I promise you, she took her time with researching and studying and like really she was self-taught when it came to editing. So she spent hours editing her videos and making sure that the content popped and it just grabbed people's attention. She was so funny. Like, I mean, she just naturally had the gift of gab, and her ability to do that was, I mean, she could just reach people. It didn't matter where she was. Whenever she was in a room, she just stole the show. I mean, she literally would just. It doesn't matter what age you was, what gender you was, what ethnicity you was. It didn't matter what belief system you had. It doesn't matter what lifestyle you was living. She was just make herself accessible, and she would just be effective in every area. And I'm not saying all that just because I want to say that. I'm saying all that because it was true. And so I pray that you can draw strength from the archives. But this morning, she did on her obese people workout. She did modified exercises like squats, with using a chair. I have brought my folding chair closer because I may utilize the folding chair. Of course, not saying it like to be slighted or whatever, but I don't have any difficulties doing squats. But for those of you who may have a hard time doing squats, this exercise, using the chair and just sitting down in the chair and getting up, is a good way to get your squats in safely and to be able to help you get something that you couldn't normally do on your own done. Because, I mean, come on, man. Your body is not going to reject a seated squat. It's going to still give you the same impact. It's just going to be easier on your knees for those of you who may have problems with your knees. And it's going to be easier for you to help yourself get up if you have a problem pushing up on your own. So the seated squat, try that. Y'all, I'm telling you, that girl had so much potential, so much confidence, so much heart. She was willing to just stay the course. She fought for her life. She literally fought for her life. She struggled with depression. She struggled with emotionally eating. She struggled with a lot of just things that she never had opportunity to face. But she showed up. She showed up for herself. And I seen her even at her highest weight. That girl went in the gym and worked circles around me. You hear me? I had to just literally push myself to keep up with her. But I thank God that she loved me enough that when I was devastated by hearing somebody say to me that being obese was a problem, and she didn't say it in a negative way. She said it in love. She was just simply saying what she had observed. Like, listen, this bad wore you out, and it wore me out too. And it was an eye opener, and it took me by surprise, but it shouldn't have, because I really had let myself go to the point where giving her a bath was a taxing thing for me. And so that thing really ministered to me, to see her say, okay, I see my sister got an issue. Now let me see how I can help her with this problem. And in turn, she got up. She said, I'm going to get us a membership. She went and got us a gym membership. She went with me. She poured into me. She encouraged me. And when I didn't want to go, she still came and showed up and said, hey, we need to get this done. And when I was feeling deflated because I couldn't do what I was used to doing, she came beside me and she did it with me. Now, hold on just a second. Sorry, y'all. I had the heater on and child trying to work out with heat on. Baby, listen. That is not it. So I turned the heater off so I could continue my workout and not feel just overwhelmed by this heat. But y'all, I'm telling you, we have to realize that this thing bigger than us. And that's one thing that I could truly say that my sister taught me. Now, it's bigger than you. I know that you struggling with this weight. I know that you struggling with finding yourself, but this is not for ourselves alone. So I get online and I put myself out here and I'm letting you see me breathing heavy and taking on this battle of obesity and working on me and working on exposing the fact that my core is weak and all of that good stuff. You see me, I'm allowing you to see me in those kind of lights, because it is not for ourselves alone. What I go through and what I'm, this battle that I'm fighting, it ain't just for me. It's for you, sis. It's for you, bro. It's to let you know that, hey, somebody else out here can feel you. Somebody else out here understand that, man, listen, trying to bounce back from life issues, it ain't easy, but it's possible. You can do it, but you're going to have to be willing to put in the work. And I ain't knocking nobody who uses the tools of surgery or medications or whatever. Sometimes it's necessary. Those can be life-saving, life-changing tools. So I'm not knocking you from doing that. But I do understand I've been in the medical field now, guys, since 2006. So I've been in the medical field long enough to watch from the outside what people have to go through when they go up under the knife, the impacts that those medications can have. And I understand that even in that, even if you have the tool of gastric bypass or a sleeve, or even if you have the tool of having those medications to help you, there's still work that has to be done on your behalf. You still got to develop discipline with your fork. You still got to be willing to move your body. If you don't do your part, those tools ain't gonna do what you think they're gonna do. You think it's gonna just be a magic pill just to get out of jail free card? No, baby, it don't work like that. If somebody got you fooled into thinking that, oh, just laying up under the knife and having surgery gonna make all your problems mysteriously disappear, I just came to bust your bubble this morning, and I ain't trying to be harsh and I ain't trying to be mean. I'm just being honest, because a lot of times, especially when you dealing with a physician that's gonna make bank off of you going through a traumatic surgery, they may brush over the psychological impact, but they ain't gonna be to hold your hand and to walk you through that. When you start to see the changes in your body and you start to see yourself left in a place where all this excessive skin and stuff sagging, and you dealing with your hair falling out and your teeth getting decayed, and you dealing with just simple meals making you sick to your stomach because you really don't have enough room to consume what you used to eating. When you're dealing with the fact that, hey, it's a lot. It's a lot. And you have to make sure that you're ready. Because trust me, once it's done, especially a surgery, it's permanent. Like, you can't come back from that. Like, it's just like the consequences and the aftermath you got to be willing to deal with. And then you may have to really prepare yourself, because they may not be the only one. You might have to sit down and have the gastric bypass, but then once all the weight drop, you're looking at skin removal and breast reconstructions and all kind of other stuff that you have to be able to handle. And if you save up and scrape up everything that you have and pour it into this surgery, and then once you have the surgery and you can't afford to go back and have the other surgeries, and you just stuck permanently looking at your skin hanging and your breasts being in places that they shouldn't be in, and you're stuck permanently looking at how your hair falling out, and now you all the impact, you stuck permanently having to try to wear artificial hair to cover up. I mean, getting dentures or whatever you need to get because your teeth you ain't getting it, especially, and that don't happen to everybody. Some people learn how to get the nutrients that they need to maintain their teeth and to keep their hair from falling out. But there are people who have had it, and unfortunately, there are people who have had horror stories behind a botched up surgery. Like, you paid these doctors all this money and you had this faith in them being their ability to help change your life, and it leave you devastated because they did something wrong, they nicked something, or I mean, there are people who have went to go have surgery to try to lose weight and then wake up. I know people that were trying to save their life by having this surgery to intervene, and it ended their lives. And now we don't got them no more. So I mean, I am not. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I ain't get on here this morning to just go down that rap trail about surgery and all of that stuff. I just got on here this morning to encourage your heart, to let you see me moving. I'm up. I'm moving. I'm active this morning. And I want you to get up, sis. Get up. Get that word. Whatever you got to do. Whether it's marching in place, whether it is using a chair for some seated squats, or doing some, like I got these 5-pound dumbbells, and if you don't have dumbbells, listen, you can use bottled water, you can use cans, you could just bend your arms without any weights at all and still help develop your muscles. Help get rid of those back wings or whatever you want to call them. Help get rid of that excessive tissue under your arms. But y'all, I am just watching myself get in a groove, y'all. And that's what it takes. You gotta find your rhythm when it comes down to your health and wellness journey. Everybody's approach may be different. You gotta realize it's a personal journey. This all about what speaks to you. This all about you finding your way to a better version of yourself. There are different avenues of different ways of eating, between like keto and paleo and low carb and calorie counting and Weight Watchers and vegetarian and vegan, and it's it's a wealth of options out there when it comes down to becoming a healthier version of yourself. And you just ain't no right or wrong way to do it. You just have to do your research, and you have to be willing to live with whatever comes behind whatever choices that you make. If you can stand up in the paint and you can say, hey, I'm going to take full responsibility for what I just did, and y'all, it ain't no permanent thing. You can start. I have, like I told y'all, along my journey, I don't reroute it so many times. I done went back to the drawing board, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, when I first started, I started out with doing 5-6 days a week. I would walk to the gym, get at the gym, be there for an hour or two, walk back home. I would I did all kinds of different stuff to try to get the weight off. And I love hitting the pavement, y'all. If the weather is permitting for me to be outside, if I had to choose that over a treadmill, baby, I'm hitting the pavement any day. I love getting me a good playlist going, get me some good music in my ear, let my stress off my chest, and go. Yeah, I will also do things like I said, I like boot camps. I like I have grown in my journey because initially I was ashamed of where I was, so I couldn't be in a group setting. I had to find off-peak times to hit the gym. I had to just hit the pavement by myself and do all kind of private things to develop my journey. And then as I healed from a lot of the trauma and a lot of other stuff that I had never faced, then I was comfortable enough to get in a room and feed off other people's energies. And so now I'm in a place now, if I honestly had the option, I prefer to be in a group setting. I prefer to be able to feed off of other people because I am a competitive person. And so even though we all in the same room and we're all on individually working out, in my head, I'm like, oh, she ain't gonna outdo me. Oh no, she ain't finna do that harder than I can do it. I'm gonna do my best to try to catch him. I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. And even though nobody never hear that conversation, but that's what I do to help motivate myself and plus get my head off of what I'm doing. Y'all, a lot of it, most of it is in your head. You talk yourself out of doing what you're doing. You talk yourself out of what you're capable of doing. I used to think that my biggest battle on my health and wellness journey was the struggle with food. Now, don't get me wrong now. Sis, love to eat. So I do struggle with food, but it ain't really the food. I used to think, then I went to, from thinking it was the food to, oh, I can't do this. I'm too big. I can't breathe. I can't just. Physical activity ain't no thing I can do it. I just gotta learn how to do it. I mean, I know how to do it 100% right, but once I learn the routine or the steps to it, then I can do it. So I really realized the actual biggest hurdle in my journey has been my mind battles. Me stop being lazy, stop overthinking this thing, stop trying to make this thing such a hard thing in my mind and just do it. Stop thinking about it. Just do it. Just do it. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. And this is what's on my heart this morning. Y'all, I ain't really focusing on the movement I'm doing this morning. I just wanted to get on here and just get going and do something and just talk to you guys while I'm doing it, because I just truly believe that doing these videos and sharing with you guys that I'm still actively pursuing something. I am still fighting the good fight of faith on my health and wellness journey. I think that these things are going to be game changers for me. Y'all, I promise you, the what is it? Oh, I can't even think right now. Game Plan for Success workshop that we had earlier this year really spoke to me, because I really realized that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So me having this Project Strong Core is my plan to bring change to, and while I'm doing this, y'all, I'm holding my stomach in. So y'all may not think I'm working on my core, but I really am. I'm holding my stomach in while I do these squats. So I'm working on my glutes, and I'm also working on my abdominal muscles. So yeah, but so it ain't really necessarily a specific core workout, but I am engaging my core, and it is having an effect. And y'all, this is a no scale victory. These pants, I bought these pants a few years ago, probably about 5-6 years ago. These were my favorite pants. And now, y'all see I've been having to pull them up the whole time I've been doing this workout. That's because it's time for me to size down. But in my mind, I still love these pants so much. I ain't ready yet. I ain't ready to give them up yet. Because I paid a lot of money for them. But now I got my money worth for real, sis. I got my money worth out of them. And it's a good thing when you reach a place where you need to literally go shopping. I was looking, y'all. I was telling y'all last video, Saturday was amazing. We had an awesome women conference. And I had on a suit. I really love that suit. But honestly, y'all, it's too big. I was looking at the pictures and I was like, oh, like the crotch is like too big on them pants. I need to really go downside. And y'all, I don't know. My goal right now, I comfortably wear a size 12. My goal is to get to a size 10. But I just think, I don't know, sometimes when you set a goal for a thing, maybe you may kind of like in the back of your head, may not think it's ever gonna really happen. So that might be why I have not went out and bought the new clothes yet. But then I'm also in my mind saying, hey, since you need to go get them, so that's an act of faith, right? Faith is an action word. And that's me showing God that I truly believe that what I have been declaring in the atmosphere is going to happen. I truly believe that I am no longer going to need to purchase plus size clothes. I am going to get myself to a place where I could go in the men's section and buy clothes and not have to rely on the women's, that W behind it. I don't need that letter behind the sizing anymore because I'm doing the work. And that is where my heart is geared towards. Y'all, I am super excited to share with you guys, and I'm not gonna be able to come along because I know you guys don't like long videos, and I want to try to get my watch hours up. So I'm gonna get off in a few minutes, but I just want to throw this out here, y'all. In the next couple of months, I am getting ready to release Breaking Free from Invisible Bars. Y'all, I know many of you may not understand what that genuinely means to me and my sister, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the payments behind it, and I'm almost ready to hit the market. So I'm super duper excited about that. This thing has been being birthed for years, and we have, because it's a personal process of healing and deliverance to take place in our own lives, and because I'm being just very, very transparent and talking about my own personal journey, it has been a psychological struggle for me to just really, and I have had to rewrite 3 times, but to God be the glory. The work is almost finished. So y'all, later on this year, this Breaking Free from Invisible Bars, the Breaking Free Conference is coming, all about healing and deliverance, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about launching the book. I'm excited about just being able to go forward and do what God is calling me to do in this hour and in this season. So y'all just pray for me as I continue to go through the process of the transformation. And y'all, I think that one of the reasons why it was held up is because obesity is one of the biggest bars that I had to chisel and take down. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys this morning. I hope you have enjoyed doing this little obese people workout with me this morning. I pray that it ministers to you, and I pray that it encourages you. Get up, sis. Get that word. Get up, get that word. If it's the Lord's will, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But in the meantime, I want you to embrace and enjoy your journey. Goodbye for now.